let's talk about a little NFL. Let's get into our NFL chats.
Let's do it.
One of the big things that's going on in the NFL right now, everybody just like grabbed onto it, started talking about it. Julio Jones. Julio Jones has been in the news right now. There was a lot of speculation earlier about him leaving the Falcons or getting traded. And then he came out on the Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless's show. Shannon Sharp called him up. I have no idea if Julio Jones even knew they were on live TV. Straight up goes, yeah, I'm out of Atlanta. And I was like, okay, here we go. We're stirring the pot. We're getting things ready. So I want to hear from you guys. Do you guys think that Julio is actually going to leave Atlanta? And if he does, where would he go? And like, where would the best fit for him be?
Right. Like you said, there's a lot of talk about that going on. And I don't know if y'all seen that. He had supposedly he had a Cowboy shirt. A fan took a picture of him or something like that. So there's that. And then plus, like you said, he said, I'm out of there. It looks, from what I hear, that the Falcons are looking to clear his salary because they want to create space to sign the rookies and have ample cap to also sign to get depth for their team as well. Mm-hmm. So it looks like they are trying to get rid of him. The only thing is, I mean, it's kind of weird because like when teams start getting rid of their stars and whatnot, you think they're in a rebuild mode, but they kept their quarterback. They could have drafted a quarterback in the first round with their fifth pick, I think, and they didn't do that. So clearly they think they're close to being contenders, it seems, or else they would just completely start over. So I find that kind of weird, but I do think, I think he's going to be gone. He said it himself. He's out of there. The only thing is they're looking for a first round pick, I hear, to move him. And he only played 9 games last year. He was coming off an injury. He only played 9 games. He's 32 now. So I don't think they're going to be able to get that, which also makes things a little tricky. So I'm not 100% sure what they're going to do about that. But, yeah, I think he'll be gone. And I'm hoping he goes to the Titans. I know that's one of the teams that's floating around there. So I'm hoping that he lands there as a Titans fan.
Yeah. Ruben, what about you?
So they should absolutely trade him. They actually mentioned trading him prior to the draft. Mm-hmm. They said that they floated that idea out there. I don't think that they're going to get a first round for him, but also that's okay. I think Atlanta is okay with not getting a first round. That's just what they want, right? Mm-hmm. Anybody wants a first round if they're going to trade somebody. And I don't think it'll affect them all that much if they trade him because they still have Calvin Ridley, who I think he's right. He's a stud receiver, and now they have Kyle Pitts, so they still have a lot to go around on the offensive end, and they have Matt Ryan, so it won't hurt them all that much. And I think a contender will get Julio. I have a lot of names of where he could go. Quite honestly, there'll probably be about 20 different teams in the mix for him. It's just who can give the better package. Josh mentioned the Titans. I agree. That is one person. And also I think why the Titans are high on the list is because Julio Jones has been working out with Derrick Henry this offseason. So just throwing that out there. Another team in the AFC South, Josh, is the Colts. They didn't upgrade any of their offensive pass catchers this offseason or draft. They got Carson Wentz. So you want to help them out, maybe get Julio Jones.
Another team I'll keep an eye on is the Patriots, too.
Patriots? Yes, definitely the Patriots.
Players, they're still really good that they can get for cheap or not. They don't have to give up too much. So
Patriots are on my list also. Also the Ravens. They still need a receiver. I know they drafted some receivers, but if you could obviously get Julio over that, that's a plus. The Cowboys, simply because he was wearing that hoodie. I don't know if it could make sense financially or what knowing the Cowboys, they would give up everything for him. Even, that's just how Jerry Jones is. I think I heard about the 49ers being thrown in the mix. And then also the Cardinals, simply because DeAndre Hopkins posted on Instagram, I think, or Twitter about trying to get Julio there. And he even said that he would restructure his contract so Julio could come to Arizona.
Yeah.
So if you had DeAndre Hopkins and Julio on the same team, that's scary.
Cardinals would be Super Bowl contenders, and they're already borderline Super Bowl contenders right now.
Yeah,
it would just be they would knock it out of the park with that.
That's scary.
Oh, it would be so scary.
And then the last team that I had, aside of to like 15 other teams, is the Packers. If they wanted to smooth the relationship out with kind of like an olive branch to Aaron Rodgers, I don't think that can happen though, because of salary cap reasons. And I don't know what they can afford to give to Atlanta. But again, if they really wanted Aaron Rodgers for longer than just this season, then they should make a serious play at Julio Jones.
I didn't even think about the Packers, but that would be like hey, Aaron, don't leave. We got Julio for you.
Yeah.
Maybe something can happen now. But yeah, no, I think one of the teams that I've been definitely keeping a close eye on is the Patriots, because they are always up to something. And I literally, if he ends up going there, I would just be like, oh, okay, so they're back in the mix here. Like they think last year people kind of removed the Patriots from the mix a little bit because Tom Brady left and Cam Newton really wasn't off to a great start. Like it just really wasn't working for them. I mean, they didn't even make the playoffs last year for the first time in like a ridiculous amount of years. So the Patriots, I definitely had my eye on. Another one that I saw that you guys didn't mention was the Chargers. And the Chargers, I feel like I would love to see Julio on the Chargers. Justin Herbert coming off of his rookie year, doing outstanding. The rest of that offense is really good. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, even Austin Eckler, their running back, like that whole offense would change like significantly. And they no longer have Anthony Lynn as their head coach. So it's a very different dynamic in terms of, play calling and things like that. But I feel like it's all a toss up right now. I mean, Julio could literally go anywhere. But another thing I saw about the Cowboys is that Julio said, I want to go somewhere I want to win, so I'm not going to Dallas. So.
Yeah. I mean, he's not wrong. He's definitely not wrong. Yeah, the Chargers were another team I saw. And I mean, God, to play with a big arm like Justin Herbert and have Keenan Allen on the other side of that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. But knowing the way this works out, I wouldn't be surprised if Tampa Bay got him somehow.
I saw like an NFL meme account, like a fake account, put up one of those like Instagram posts that the NFL puts up when they're like someone has been traded or something, and it said Julio Jones to the Buccaneers. I started freaking out. I was like, wait, no, this cannot be happening. And then underneath it was just like, haha, just a joke. And I was like, oh my God, they don't need him. They don't
need anybody, and yet they'll still get some of the best free agents out there.
I would just be so upset. I'd be like, just cancel the season at that point. Tampa Bay's winning again, like whatever. Yeah. But yeah, there's so many things going on with Julio right now. And in terms of the interview that went down with Shannon Sharpe and when he called him up, I don't know if you guys saw the video of it, but I genuinely don't think that he knew he was on TV. I feel like Shannon Sharpe just called him.
I didn't see the video, but I heard about it, and I heard people saying that, I think he was caught off guard. And I would be frustrated. I'd be frustrated as Shannon Sharpe for that,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was just like the way that it happened was that they were in the middle of their show. Shannon Sharpe just picks up his phone and it just starts ringing. And Skip is just like, oh, I wonder if he'll answer, da 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 da. And then they just start having a conversation. So and he never says like, hey, Julio, we're on the air. You're on, Undisputed or whatever. And they just started talking and he was like, are you staying in Atlanta? And he just goes, no, I'm out of there. And I was like, I really don't think Julio knew he was on TV. And if I were him, I would have been pissed, like really pissed off. Cause like now the news just blew up over that, like completely just exploded. So
well, unless he really wants to be gone. If he really wants to be gone, then I mean that might help things move faster. Who knows?
I mean, it could help things, but it'll also lower his value.
That's true too.
Yeah, it would be like, they're like, oh, like Julio's just running around just talking about how much he doesn't want to be on Atlanta anymore and like da 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 da. But I don't think that he's gonna go for a first pick. Just not even given like the injury, plus his age, plus like how long. I mean, he's a veteran at this point and he's fantastic and he's a great wide receiver. I don't think that they're going to get a first round pick out of him. I really don't.
I mean, the Texans didn't even get a first round for DeAndre Hopkins last year, right? They got.
Well, they're stupid. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is an exception because that was Bill O'Brien running that, and he's stupid. Like even now, like if the Cardinals said that they were going to trade DeAndre Hopkins, they would get 2 first rounders for him. Like the Texans are just stupid.
That was ridiculous. The fact that DeAndre Hopkins didn't go for a first round, it was like pennies.
Yeah, they traded him for a Target gift card. Like it was like nothing. Like come on, like that was terrible. Front office.
Oh man, that's hilarious.